Eddie and Teresa, Eddie and Teresa suggested that I give y'all a little tour of our backyard because the hydrangeas are in bloom, y'all. And I would love for y'all to see what I get to look at every day. If y'all are not a hydrangea hydrangea grower, rethink that, because they're such a beautiful, beautiful flower. And they don't take a whole lot of maintenance. You know, the only thing is, depending on the breed of the hydrangea, you would need to find out from your nursery, wherever you bought them from. Some you need to trim back, you need to cut the stalks, some you don't. And I kind of learned that the hard way, because my niece, Kari, said, trim those. And Eddie caught me one day out here just snapping off those hard ones. He said, don't do that. Don't do that. So I'm glad he stopped me.
The ones with the larger leaf are the Macrophylla.
Okay. Did y'all hear what Eddie said?
They
say it one more time.
Well, the
what's the name of this one?
It's the Macrophylla. Hydrangeas have the larger leaves. And the blooms will be on the stick the year before, like after the season is done. So if you cut them, you're cutting your flowers off. But the like the limelights, you cut back all the way, because those bloom off anew.
Where did that little yellowy green hydrangea come from?
Well, that's just getting ready to bloom. It'll end up like that.
Oh, it will. Okay. Yeah. And I've always heard, Eddie, somebody needs a drink of water right here. These get real, real thirsty, impatience. And they're another blooming flower that to me is easy.
That came back from last year. It just popped up right there all by itself.
Right where we had put it.
Yeah.
It didn't go anywhere. But look at these. I think the lavender and the more purples are maybe my favorite color. Or is it this beautiful pink one? Or this beautiful pink one?
These are the endless summer ones. These will go like all the way up until Christmas.
Wow, and look, this looks like that little greenish white one over there. See those little, you see what I'm saying, Eddie?
Yeah, those are just beginning to open up.
But see, I would come out here and I would, in the winter, I would break off those stalks thinking I was helping them. I didn't know I was really hurting them. But I just love out here. I think it's so beautiful. And Eddie and Mike have done a wonderful job planting things. And, you know, I'll buy ferns, Eddie will buy ferns, and eventually they're going to outgrow their pot, or they're going to look like they need emergency surgery. So I've asked them to just plant them. Take the old ferns that are no longer good for hanging, to just plant them out here and look. And they come back every year.
These are the Queensland ferns, like a Boston fern.
And you know what?
Wouldn't make it, but these spread.
Do you know what my favorite fern is? It's those wild ferns with the bigger leaves.
The fiddle leaf ferns.
No, not the fiddle leaf. I don't know, but I'll show you one day when I see one. I mean, if you walked out in the woods, you would see, you know, some growing wild.
See, these are the limelights. Those are the ones you cut back every year.
Okay.
And they bloom off of new growth.
Is that the only limelight back here?
There's some over here as well.
Down here?
Yeah.
Now that's not the oak leaf hydrangea.
No, they're called limelights, and then these are the Nantucket.
Oh, I love those where they just have a big bloom and then little blooms.
I think they call this a lace cap. I think they call it
lace cap.
Yeah.
I don't see how you remember all those names, Eddie.
See, here's a Here's a limelight. Here.
Yes. So that blooms later.
It blooms later, and that's the one you cut back all the way.
Okay. Okay. I noticed over here, Eddie, that we've got some ferns that need to be put in the ground. They're still in pots, so.
Well, these over here we kept up because the water comes up.
Yeah.
And so we kept them in pots to keep them out of the soil.
Very, very seldom. I've only seen it run up to the edge twice in 20 years. So I think it would be a slim chance for the salt water to kill them. But they sure won't grow anymore, and they can't spread if they're in a pot. So that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. You want to let's walk them around to the fish pond, Eddie? And this is called Turner's Creek. It's salt water, but I have seen an alligator out there before. So if somebody tells you alligators can't live in salt water, tell them you know that they darn sure can. The kids love to go kayak, and all their stuff is back there. And one lady, we shot a video outside, and I was talking about how I love the flowers so much, and she sent me bulbs. And look at them.
These are the pine cone ginger lilies.
Pine cone, y'all. They look just like a pine cone, kind of a pinky pine cone. If you looked at it, you would swear. And Miss
Childress.
Miss Childress is the lady that sent them to me, and I just thought it was so sweet. So after they popped up, we sent her a picture of them, didn't we, Eddie?
Yes, yes.
All right, come on around here. This might be one of my favorite places here in the yard. That's the wall that my dogs ran around in August of 2000 or 2001. But all this pretty wasn't here. It was weeds, Eddie. It was weeds. All right, let's see how the fishies are doing today. See if we can call them up.
They're looking for you.
They are. They see our shadow. Where do you want me to gather them?
Right here.
Where the sun is, or?
Yeah, right here is good.
Look how big that white koi's getting. The other day when I fed him, he came up on the wall to get it. Yeah, they can see us when we walk up. I have a tendency to want to overfeed them, like I do everything, y'all. I want to overfeed me and everybody and everything I love. So when you come around me, you have to kind of be careful. I love these things, Eddie, and they come back every year.
Yeah, it comes. Those are canna lilies.
They're so beautiful. They're so beautiful. But I love this tree. I think this is a water oak. What do you think, Teresa? Is this an oak tree or a water oak?
I think this one's alive. I think this one's a live oak.
I think so too. And y'all will notice there's no hanging moss. There's no moss on this tree.
I could give you some from my house.
Oh, that's all right. Teresa, look how big that white koi's getting. If he'll come back up. We've just been so lucky that the birds and the big birds
They can't get in here.
And the
with all this,
raccoons.
which is nice.
Well, they don't realize it's here, which is great. So that's it. That's a tour on our backyard. It's not a whole bunch of property, but to me, it's home, and I love it. Makes me feel good when I pull up from a trip and go into my little house. It feels real good. So I hope you enjoyed your tour. We will do the pool area in what I call the front yard, which Michael quickly tells me that's the backyard, Paula. The water side is the front of the house. I said, well, why did we put the front door on that side then? You couldn't answer that one.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.